Hi, welcome to Yogasite. I'm Dorinda. Today we're going to do some exercises to help lengthen and strengthen the lower back, the spine, especially if there's any issues going on with pain going down right or left leg. It could be a disc pushing on a nerve. So I want to give you some things today to just see if that's how we can strengthen and make that a little better. The first thing we want to do is come up into a standing position, actually a little bit of a squat. I'm going to have the knees bent and the belly long, the heart lifted. And I want you to scoop your chest up like you're trying to reach and get a stretch in the belly in the front. So take a few breaths here, almost making the back a little bit hollow. And we're going to drop the right shoulder down as you look over your left shoulder, but keep the stretch on the front as much as you can, reaching out through the belly. And feel stretch also along the right side waist. Stay here. Then come back to the center. And then take the left shoulder down, look over the right, keeping the belly long on the front, always, to help the disc from pushing out anymore. Push and lengthen the left side of the waist, looking over the right shoulder. Exhale back to the center. We're going to do that 2 more times. Exhale down with the right shoulder. Look over the left. Inhale back to the center. Exhale left shoulder down. Look over the right. Inhale back to the center last time. Right shoulder down. Left shoulder up. Keeping the length in the belly all times. Last time. Shoulder goes down. We're going to come slowly back down again onto the ground, onto the hands and knees. And we're going to come onto the belly. I want to allow you to check now also if there's any difference in right and left leg. So just lying here, you can have the head to the side if you like. And I want you to try and lift right leg as high as you can. Sometimes you may feel pain, but this is just sort of a check to see how high and if there's a disc or anything going on. And then we lift left leg as high as you can. If there's a difference here in the height, there could definitely be a disc problem. Come back, rest here. If there's no pain and you're feeling okay, you can continue to strengthen. And there's a few options. You can leave the arms down, or we can even bring the elbows out to the front. But what I want you to do is pull back with the elbows as if you're trying to pull your body through your arms. Keep the shoulders away from the ears and the neck neutral. Now, just making the length on the front of the belly will create space for the disc to possibly come back in. So I want you just to pull, keep the length, and lift the right leg again. If there's pain, you don't have to go high, and try and create more length and space. Stay for a few breaths. If you want to make it more challenging, we have now right leg lifted. We can also lift left arm. And the back has to work a little harder. Stay with your breath. Don't hold it. Exhale, place it back down. Now, if this is too high, you can always take the elbows out a little further and it'll be less challenging. It'll be less difficult. So we're going to continue again. Pull the elbows back, make the length in the belly. Start by lifting left leg, and this strengthens the lower back. And take some breaths here. If you're looking for more of a challenge, want to make it a little more interesting, lift the right arm and continue breathing. Relax the face. Exhale, come back down. Let's rest. Taking head to the side, hand palms can just rest on the ground. Take a few breaths here. Now you can repeat this pose several times, or we can even have another variation. Same idea. Pulling elbows back, keep the belly long, neck neutral, and lift right leg. We can be here, lifting right leg, left hand. If you're feeling confident and you want to go a little further, you can also attempt to reach back and grab right ankle. Pushing back with the right ankle will lengthen the spine, belly a little more, heart goes forward, and take a few breaths here. I can stay here, but if I want even a little bit more challenge, I can lift my right arm and left leg. Continue breathing. This is more advanced. If you just repeat the last one, it's also okay. Exhale, right elbow comes down, release the knee, and relax the head to the side again. Take a few breaths. And we come back with the elbows, again, a little bit in front of the shoulders, pulling back to create the length in the belly. Left leg goes up. And you stay at whatever phase is appropriate for you today. You want more of a challenge? Lift right arm. Neck stays neutral. No back issues, no pain. You can reach back and grab the ankle. Lift the heart, lengthen the spine. Finally, if you want to lift left arm and right leg, you can continue. Breathe. Don't hold the breath. And exhale, release, hands down to the side, heads resting softly. We're going to come onto the hands and knees and actually flip to the other side. We're going to come onto your back. So allowing yourself to lie flat on your back. Head neutral, legs, just let them rest for a moment straight. And we're going to cross right ankle over left ankle. So just crossing the ankles, legs stay straight. You can roll the shoulders a little closer together. Now if there's pain here, don't persist. Allow yourself just to be soft. But we're strengthening now still the lower back and the hips. So we're going to roll the shoulders a little closer together. Push down with the left heel and lift the hips off of the ground. Stay here for a few breaths. If this is difficult, you can also push a little bit with the elbows, and that'll help to assist. You can also do this in bed with the mattress supported underneath you if it's too difficult. Come back down, rest for a moment, stay a few breaths up always. And I'm going to give you one more option that's a little heavier, so you don't have to do it, but I'm going to show you the option. We're going to again push down with the left heel. Lift the hips. If that's feeling okay, you can also lift right leg. Exhale, come back down. Rest for a moment. And these are very intense poses, so it isn't supposed to be easy, but you're strengthening the weaker side by finding the weakest muscle. Now we take left ankle over right, roll the shoulders a little in closer. If you would like more of a challenge, you can also take the hands above the head, but for now I'm going to keep the hands just beside. Roll the shoulders in closer together, push down with the right heel, lift hips off of the ground. Breathe. Neck stays neutral. Exhale, come back down. Stay here with the ankle crossed, and we're going to try the other version. If that's not working, just repeat what we just did. Rolling shoulders closer together, lifting hips from the ground. And if you're feeling okay, you lift left leg. And exhale, back down. Nice. And you can pull the knees into the belly if you like, just to give the lower back a little bit of a stretch, but keep the back flat on the ground. Maybe even rocking to the left and the right, or taking the hands on the knees and making some circles will actually massage the lower back. Now, if there's not a whole lot, you can also put a blanket under the hips if the hips are sensitive, and you can soften it that way. So I don't want just the bones on the floor, so make sure you have enough cushion. That's okay. We're going to do one more, allowing the right knee to touch the ground. So I actually have to roll a little bit onto my right hip so that my right knee can touch the ground. My left foot rests on top. Once again, I'm going to roll my shoulders a little bit closer together so I can assist with my elbows if I want. If I want the more advanced version, I'll take my hands over my head. But for now, I'm just going to stay with my elbows close. Pushing down with my right knee into the ground, I lift my hips. I need to push the right knee down, so I also strengthen the outside of my right hip. So I can stay here. If I want to take it a little further, I lift my left leg. I can also shift a little forward and back, and this will also strengthen the outside of my hip and lower back at the same time. You can also repeat this a few times and come down and rest. Allow the feet soles to touch, maybe hands on the belly for a few breaths. Face relaxed. So by doing these intense poses, sometimes we push stuck energy and help to break through an energy blockage, which could be causing us pain. I'm going to roll to the other side now. So taking left knee to the ground, right foot rests on top, rolling my shoulders a little closer together so I can assist with my elbows if I need to. If I don't, I take my hands over my head. This is enough for most people. Left knee pushes into the ground. Make sure that you turn on the muscles on the outside of the left hip. If that's going pretty good for you, you want more of a challenge, push hard with the left knee, lift the right foot off of the ground, and continue to breathe. And then exhale back down. Let feet soles touch. And open knees sideways. So even getting into a cross-legged position, it's important to strengthen the outside of the hips so that the knees go down. Doesn't have to do so much with the knees up. It's not the knee's fault, it's the hip. All right, let's just bring the knees up and straighten the legs. Allow yourself just to rest here for a few minutes. Close the eyes and take some deep breaths. Relax the face from inside out. And feel free to stay longer if you like, allowing prana energy just to go wherever it's needed. And as you're ready, you just bend the knees. Don't sit straight up because you'll reverse shortening the stomach again, possibly pushing out the disc. So we always roll to the side and come up sideways, back to sitting. Allowing spine to be straight, however you feel comfortable. Thank you. Namaste.